Hello and welcome back to another video on Diablo 4. So today we're going to be going over some huge tips that I have for pretty much any player that plays Diablo. Some of these tips might be for newer players, some might be for older players, but these are generally the questions that I get asked the most by just the general audience who watches my videos. So I wanted to cover these tips in today's videos and let's just jump right into it. So tip 1, season mechanics. Every season, this is going to be a thing in every season. You're going to want to do the season mechanic, whatever that may be. For this season, it's the vampiric powers. So you start out in the city, Cadbardieu. You want to come over and just talk to this notice board, and then it's going to send you down into the cellar. Once you get into the cellar, it's going to send you up here, and you're going to have to do simple two, maybe three quests, and then unlock your first vampiric powers. Okay, so you always want to do the season, whatever the season theme is, just get that started, get it unlocked. You don't necessarily have to complete it through and through. It's just to get the powers unlocked and um, have them ready for when you are ready to actually utilize the season powers. Okay, so then that's going to be tip 1 is always check the season powers, whatever they may be, and unlock those. This season's vampiric. So then the second tip, this is the biggest tip for really anyone starting out, is you fall behind in gold because of enchanting. So the way the new system works is it auto salvages gear and stuff that the game thinks you wouldn't use. It auto salvages that. There's no way to turn it off. So you're going to be getting salvage materials, crafting materials from just playing the game. Gold you don't really get that much of. So the way we get gold now is we do Tree of Whisper hand-ins. Chaos reward seems to give the most gold. So turn Tree of Whisper in for gold. Um, and then we just sell everything. We literally just sell everything to a vendor. So always be selling gear when you're starting out. Now, later in the game, you might come to a point where you need veiled crystals over gold. So at that point in the game, if you notice that you're short on veiled crystals, you can start salvaging your gear. But more than likely, you should be okay on veiled crystals as long as you're running nightmare dungeons and just playing the game. And gold will be your choke point. So, uh, yeah. So I mean, it's up to you. Let me just show you guys an example of why gold can be a choke point. Um, it actually might be on my barbarian. Is this it? Let me see if this is it. Yeah, so this to enchant this again would cost 21 million gold for one click. Um, so you guys can do the math. It goes up each time you fail an enchant, and it just keeps going up. So yeah, I've been trying to craft that neck for a few days now, and I just don't have the gold to do it anymore. So that neck's just gonna sit in the bank. So yeah, gold. I would prioritize gold over anything else, and just sell everything. And then the other big thing right after that, tip number 3. All right, so tip 3, you press M on your keyboard and then U. I don't know what it is on controller. I don't play console. Okay, season journey. You 100% want to be doing your season journey. The season journey. Some of these journeys have the um, packs in them. Okay, so you get some of your vampire powers out of the season journey. Okay, one of the vampire packs is a cursed touch, so you only can get this from like doing the season journey. So you want to be checking your season journey and make sure that you're doing that. I only did up to where we get the pact. I don't really care about the next one and whatever. Um, so make sure you're doing your season journey. You don't have to complete every single one of these. I believe it was like 5 or something. Out of all of them, maybe 8, 5 or 8. I can't remember. Just do your season journey. You're gonna have to do it. You might as well just do it when you start the game. You get a little extra stuff out of it too. So season journey, unlock your skills, and then the next big one. This is huge. I see a lot of people struggling with this daily, and this is huge. The game is group oriented. It is very group targeted. This is not a solo friendly game. Fuck solo players, literally. So utilize Discord, guys. You want to come over to Discord. I'm going to show you real quick. So if you join my Discord, okay, you need to go to the top. Most Discords are like this now. So go to the top, click on channels and roles, and then select the roles that you want. Select the channels that you want to see. Okay. That goes same thing for like the Sanctuary Discord. Channels and roles. You want to select which ones you want to see, etc. And then you come down to the LFG channels and you type in, you know, whatever you're looking for. People have been doing some communication in my Discord. They either use general or D4 general. So you can use my Discord or the Sanctuaries. Both of those links will be in the description. So I'll definitely, you know, try to help you guys get some groups. And mainly this is for bosses. But you should be in a group at all times. You get bonus XP, you get better loot. You should literally do everything in a group if you can. Do hell tie, do everything, every single thing in the game. Try to do it in a group for bonus XP, etc. So make sure you're always utilizing the Discord. This is a huge tool that is underutilized in my opinion. Not enough people use it, and it should just be spammed and used a lot more. And a lot of people are very active on the Discord. So make sure you select your channels and your roles, and you're good to go. Feel free to type. Just, you know, when you use Discord, just, you know, have manners. You know, don't say anything racist, etc. Anything against TOS, don't do that, pretty much, and you're good to go. You know, just be friendly and nice, and you're fine. All right, now the next one is Blood Harvest. Okay, so this event is always up. It's never not up. When this goes down in 5 minutes, it'll spawn in another area and be up. So this is always up. As soon as we got to World Tier 4 and World Tier 3, we went to the green zone. This is where we got gear and aspects for our builds, for leveling. And then this is also where you get a ton of Tree of Whisper quests to turn in. And if you do this event here, this event can give you a lot of loot and aspects, etc. So the green zone is one of your main farming zones for starting out. This is where you're going to get like your pre-bis, you can call it. And then you want to be turning in that Tree of Whispers every time that's ready to turn in. And mainly we use green zone to gear out for World Tier 4 as soon as we beat the capstone. So as soon as you're done with the capstones, you might want to you know, wander over to the green zone and then gear yourself up for the next tier. So that's up to you. I highly suggest that you do this. This is what our group did at the beginning of the season. As soon as we unlocked World Tier 4, we went here and geared ourselves up. We each got a nice weapon. We each got the aspects we needed, and then we went from there. And it worked quite well. So I highly suggest that you do Blood Harvest when you're falling behind on gear, and or if you just need aspects. It's a really good way to get aspects. Now, I covered this in my another video I had done, so let's go ahead and pull this up. Target farming. So certain mobs have higher chances of dropping certain items. For example, bandits have a higher chance of dropping maces and daggers. Beasts have a higher chance of dropping chests, crossbows, and one-handed swords, etc. So I put this in my spreadsheet. I will copy the spreadsheet link and put that in the video description so you guys can utilize this as well. This is more for if you're trying to target farm certain items. Like if you need boots, for example, you go and kill drowned, right? Things like that. I didn't have to do that for this season specifically. But I did do it and it still works. It still definitely drops the intended items for the intended mobs. So if you're looking for a specific item and you can't get it for some reason, this might be a way to get it. Now, I did utilize this a lot in season 1, but not so much in season 2. But this is still a used method. This is still a usable method, I should say. So yeah. Definitely try this for yourself and see, you know, if you can get like I did it for boots, for example, right? I needed boots. I needed triple resist boots with movement speed. So I tried farming drown for a while. I did get a lot of boots, but I didn't get triple res move speed. So, but it still definitely does work. So it's up to you if you guys want to utilize that. Um, and then the other thing is, the next tip. This one is more of a personal feeling. I get a lot of people saying, "Yo, how do you guys have this?" or "How do you have so much gold? How do you have that loot? Where like, how do you get that stuff so quickly?" Well, it's because there's a streamer in my group. There's actually two streamers in my group. I haven't streamed for this season. I still only have the one monitor, so I've only been doing YouTube. I haven't been streaming. But I do plan on streaming as soon as I get a new monitor. So maybe mid-month I'll probably start streaming again. So anyways, having streamer in the group is a huge advantage because we're given gold, we're given items, we were given keys, etc. Like, don't expect to get streamer loot, streamer luck. That's straight up simple as that. Like, we were given gold, like literally we were given a lot of stuff, and that's because people want to see what we will do with it, how we utilize it, and how far we can push that stuff as a group. So that's why they do it. So don't expect to have our loot and our items as soon as we do. Like I showed you, enchanting is really expensive, and when people see how much enchanting costs and they're watching the live stream, they step up and they're like, "Yo, here's like 300 million, finish that enchant." You know what I mean? So things like that are a huge advantage when it comes to playing Diablo. So don't expect to have that same uh streamer luck, as some would call it, while playing Diablo. Okay, do not expect that. And then tip number 8 is for World Tier 4. So once you have reached World Tier 4, which you see on the right here, World Tier 4, you're going to want to be doing Helltide. Helltide is the most important thing in the game. You're going to want to be doing this every single time it spawns, and you're going to want to collect the living chests, okay? You can get 2 to 6 per Helltide depending on what zone it is. You're going to want to go to helltide.coms to get the times and the chest locations. I'll put all that in the description below as usual. You're definitely going to want to do this on cooldown when you reach World Tier 4 and get your living steel. And then when Helltide's not up, you're going to be focused on your Grim Favors for Trio Whispers. That's going to give you gold and Varshan parts. And that's pretty much the in-game rotation. Trio Whispers whenever Helltide's not up, and then Helltide whenever it is up. You can go level glyphs if you want, but you don't really need to. We killed Dario at level 80, so we didn't have any glyphs leveled or anything, so you don't really need them. Uh, but if you want, you can go do glyphs and stuff too, but I would just focus on doing your Trio Whispers and Helltide. And that's pretty much the in-game loop. And then once you have your boss parts for Varshan and Gregor, you just literally come over. Here's Gregor, so you just do Hall of Pendant for him. You take his boss parts there. That's the living steel. So he's over there. And then the other one, the Malignant Burrow, this is where Varshan is. So you take his boss parts there, which you get from the Trio Whispers and random elites that spawn during Trio Whisper events. And that's pretty much it. And then once you have killed those two bosses, collected 2 of each part, you come down to the Grape and Gravest, and this is where you kill Duriel. And that's the in-game loop, guys. That's going to be my top tips for this season. And I hope this helps you guys. And if you have any other questions, if I didn't cover something that you think I should have covered, if you think there's a tip I missed, or if you don't agree with one of my tips, let us know in the comments and we'll get back to you. Thanks for watching and have a good one. Peace.